Okay, so I am going to do the exercise first and then put the preamble about it at the end so that if there's any time that you want to do this, you can just tune in if you want to do a listen along. So this is Body Mind Tune In. So start with your K1 grounding. So so the bottoms of your feet, see chapter 4, establish the connection in both feet with the ground. Slightly bend your knees to unlock them. This is if you're standing. Squeeze your glutes to a tremor, followed by a slow, gentle release. Now make a hula hoop movement with your hips in each direction twice, clockwise and then counterclockwise. And just notice if that feels stiff. Just notice how that feels. Only do it to the extent where it feels nice, not working or breaking through any stiffness. Now push your feet, soles of your feet into the ground and extend posture upwards. So it's pushing down to rise up and eyes face directly forward. Now on an inhale, expand your torso simultaneously in all directions. It's bringing specific attention to the back extension, followed by a single sharp exhale through the nose using the diaphragm if you can. Now take a natural slow inhale with your hands at your sides. And exhale, extending your arms out, like asking for a hug. And then inhale, hands to heart. Hold hands on the heart for one breath and connect to yourself. A single gentle neck roll clockwise. And then one counterclockwise, just gentle, no strain. If it hurts, back off of it or just stop altogether. Now inhale your chin to the sky, and optional is to unlock your jaw and open your mouth wide and stick out your tongue. And exhale, chin to the chest. A quick tug on the earlobes and massage the ears and say, just make sure it feels good, even maybe a little massage around the area. So even as challenges come my way, I love and accept myself. And say that out loud, that even as challenges come my way, I love and accept myself. Now place the heels of your hands on your eyes and inhale. And what you're doing is just pressing some light pressure, nothing too much. Hold still. So inhale and exhale, keeping your hands, your palms there, and visualize the day ahead. Imagine how you want to feel and one specific thing you want to happen. Take a couple of breaths if necessary to see and feel this. So really tune into this. How do you want to feel? Try to tap into just a little bit of that feeling. And try to tune into the one thing would really like to happen. And on the exhale, move your palms and widen your eyes, taking in as much as possible. So it's really extending out into the periphery all around you and just trying to absorb as much, bring awareness to as much as possible. With your nose facing forward, lift your eyes up to the sky. Feel a little stretch in there. And then lower your eyes and look forward. So let's do that one more time. So on the inhale, raise your eyes up to the ceiling. And on the exhale, look forward. Now comb your fingers on your scalp. Give your hair a slight tug upwards. Don't pull off your wig. Just gentle. Just make sure it feels nice. It's a little bit activating. Get your hair somewhat back to normal if possible. Then shake your hands out your hands and do a little body wiggle and stomp your feet on the ground. Now just take a moment and just move anything that kind of still like feels like it. Just kind of let yourself, like right now my ankles are a little stiff. So moving that. And then just take a moment to tune into the sensations of your body. Okay. So I put that at the top of the video in case this is something that you just want to just quickly pop into your headphones or just watch quickly. This is on page 272 of the book, and this was something that I used frequently when I was writing the book on the daily, on the regular, throughout the day. And very specifically, I used it for overwhelm, like even dissociation, when I felt like I was kind of like blanking out, to bring myself back into my body when I was fit. So anytime that I'm feeling like, oh my gosh, this is too much for me, I'd like just bring myself back in. And so the writing at the top of the Body Mind Tune In, there's not a lot written about it here in the book, is that there are 17 actions for the tune in, which are about a minute to do. I think it's a little bit longer than that. Maybe if you read it and do it, I don't know. It felt shorter when I used to do it. I think it's longer than a minute. And if done with concentration and focus, it can bring an immediate shift to your body mind. You can do the tune in whenever you feel disconnected or overwhelmed. So just take a moment, if you followed along, to just notice the shift, if you felt like, or notice whatever change. And I used this also in like in an office setting. I just would run to, like, if I'd be in the bathroom, I would just do it really quickly when I felt myself getting too absorbed in work, meetings. You can even do like a little version of it in meetings. Do it with your kids. And even the thing of like placing the hands on the eyes and thinking about, how do I want to feel right now versus how I feel. So this is like kind of prefaced as like a morning practice, but it's like the idea of like, right now I feel this way, like what, like, it's like, what is, like, how is this divergent from how I'd like to be right now? And even just resetting, recalibrating. Mhm. Feels really nice. I mean, speaking for myself, it feels really nice. This is something I've used in classes as a tool. I think one of the weaknesses of this tool is that it's complicated. So hence why it went to the top of the video to possibly be a tool that's a bit more accessible, to having to fast forward through me giving a, 20-minute preamble. So, yeah. So it's nice. And again, page 272. And even if you want to make a recording of it, put it on a voice note, and this will have like double impact because you'll listen to yourself and fall in love with your voice, is to record it in as a voice note and just listen to yourself. And, I mean, if this is the kind of thing that would work for you, is like to find that comfort with yourself and have yourself kind of showing up in that way. So, yeah. So that's it for today. That's all I'm going to do. I wanted this to be pretty short, and there's a lot more to discuss, but I'm not going to do it today. I'm not going to do it today. Yeah. I really hope this is something that supports you as much as it has supported me. It's something that I included in this book very specifically because of how it had helped me. And then, and then I brought it into other things, but this was born out of like its own practical. And I'd also like to kind of point something out, which is like I'd encourage that is that you find tools yourself that make sense for your practice. People tell me that some of the practices throughout the book and even throughout the videos are things that they lean on, like elephant ears or tapping, or just even like having your back and elephant ears, like things that are, I think those make a lot more sense because they're actually sort of like you can kind of do them without having to like read through 17-point checklist, so maybe this is like actually more one about like sort of a teaching, and maybe the broader context here is about like finding the tune in that really works for the check-in with each hub that really is part of your own practice and process. It's my dream that someday somebody would come to me with a tune. I'm honest, I just came up with a new dream, which is that someone would come to me with a tune in that is like fashioned in the like working through each of the hubs. Because as you can see, I mean, obviously we're traveling up the hubs here. So anyhow, I'm sending you a lot of love. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for showing up for yourself in any way that you do. It really is amazing and wonderful. And yeah, that's it. That's all I have. So I look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, bye.